guys, it's me, Sam. Today I have a very special guest with me. This is my husband, Garrett.
Hello.
And we're going to be doing something kind of fun today. I am going to be making Garrett judge a book by its cover. So basically, I'm going to show him a book. He can read the title and look at the cover, all sides, but he cannot read the synopsis. And after that, he has to come up with the plot of each of these books. I have 5 books for him today. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the first one we have is going to test to see if he watches my vlogs or not.
Oh no.
We have The Near Witch by V.E. Schwab. What do you think?
V. Schwab.
V. Schwab.
There's a raven on the tree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say...
Okay, he had extra time because our battery died. Okay, so go on. The raven is the witch.
Yes. And some passerby walks by the tree, or near the tree, and gets a curse put on by the raven witch.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with.
Okay. So the actual story, the actual plot of the story is about a woman that was named the Near Witch. She is a witch, and something happened. They thought that she killed a child, so they in turn killed her, and she comes back to wreak havoc on the town. But she does control these ravens, so...
It's a 7.5 out of 10.
I'd say that's pretty close as well.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay. The next book is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. No reading the back. You can look at the picture on the back, though.
So, I mean, it's just Jack the Ripper, but the woman gets revenge, would be my guess.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with.
Okay, so the actual story is this is Audrey Rose on the front, and she is living in London, White Castle, during the time that Jack the Ripper is doing his thing, and she is on the hunt to solve who Jack the Ripper is.
That's close.
Yeah, I'd say that you're doing pretty good. Good job.
Take 3.
Okay, the third book is an older one, and this is Uglies by Scott Westerfeld.
That's it.
Westerfeld.
Uglies?
Yep.
I mean, that kind of gives it away.
Okay.
So there's genetically altered people selected for whatever they find beautiful. Anyone that doesn't, aka normal, is considered ugly.
Okay. That is pretty darn close. So basically, like you said, it's in a world where anyone who hasn't been modified is ugly. And you stay ugly until you're 16, and then they give you your surgery to make you taller, shorter, change everything so that you fit in their standard of, they call them the pretties. But this follows a girl who does not want to be changed and does not want to become pretty. And there's 4 books after this. And she actually ends up going beyond being a pretty in the other book. She becomes a special and then an extra. Yep. It's a pretty interesting series. It's pretty old from what I remember. I think I read this in high school. Yeah, 2005. But I would definitely give it a reread. It was pretty good.
I would say I get 9 out of 10.
Yeah, you did really good on that one. Alright. The 4th one we have is Atonement by Ian McEwan. I know it says the movie cover, so it doesn't really help you all that much.
It's just one word.
Yeah, but what does that word mean?
It can mean a lot of things.
Okay.
gonna say the male character looks like there's a war scene. He made a mistake, let someone die because of the love interest with the woman, so he tries to make atonement to... there's also a little daughter, so maybe he makes atonement to the daughter of whoever he let down in a war.
That's a pretty good one. I have to remember these names. Okay, so this story actually centers on a little girl, which is Bryony.
Mm-hmm.
And her older sister, Cecilia, and Robbie. Robbie works for them on their estate. This is set in England just before World War I, I believe. Oh, no, World War II. And basically, there is a romance happening between Robbie and Cecilia. Bryony sees it and misinterprets it and causes a big stir, and Robbie is sent away before the romance can ever blossom between he and Cecilia. And later on in life, other things happen to both of these characters, and Bryony is writing this book as an atonement for what she did.
Okay. That wasn't really that close.
No. But from what you had to go on the cover, I'd say that was a pretty good guess. Yeah, especially since the main character is the smallest one on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then last we have The Extinction Trials by S.M. Wilson. And this also has a blurb on the front that...
Hunger Games meets Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Alright, that's it.
No, you have to say something else. That's not a plot.
Oh, they take all the extinct animals and it's battle royale. Strongest one lives. Or as the book says, only the reckless will survive. Okay. Yeah, they take all the extinct animals and they battle it out.
Okay. So, this book is basically a dystopian where they're on this big island that is running out of food, water, space for the population of the world. And there are other islands, but they have dinosaurs on them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to get... She always does this. Mm-hmm. And so they want... Or so they say is that they want more space. So every year they have the extinction trials, or they have these trials that they pick a certain amount of people. I don't remember the number, but they pick a certain amount of people that do the best at these trials and send them to this island to gather food sources or, you know, things of that nature to try and help them survive. But this time, they're going after the dinosaur eggs.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it follows Storm Chaser and Lincoln. It's a dual perspective, and it follows their journey through the trials and through the island as well. It's pretty interesting. This is actually a trilogy that I need to get the rest of.
Is that the first one?
Yes.
Yes.
This is actually the first book that I ever bought based on a BookTube recommendation. Interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And it very much is The Hunger Games meets Jurassic Park. It's pretty good. Alright, Garrett. I'd say that you did pretty good. What would you rate yourself?
Solid 7.
I'd say 6.5 or 7.
Okay.
Thank you for joining me today.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, the doggies, Garrett and I, hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye.